On this International Women's Day, we are celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women around the world. And one local woman is paving the way for other females to succeed in a male-dominated field. Shannon-Vanstone is the president and founder of Profound Impact Corporation and joins us to talk more. Sherry, thank you for being here. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Leighanne. Happy International Women's Day to you too.
You are certainly a trailblazer for women, especially in the field of STEM. Can you start by telling me about your experience and your career path?
Well, I graduated in mathematics in the U.S., started off my career with the U.S. government as a cryptologic mathematician in a time when, when I grew up, of course, women were not necessarily selecting to be a mathematician. I was very lucky and honored to be an early trailblazer in this area. So with me, it's been about taking what I learned as a mathematician, in education, and also my work with the U.S. government, and taking it into the startup and an entrepreneur setting. So I spent some time in Silicon Valley with a startup, and then I came to Canada almost 29 years ago now.
Wow, fantastic. So you have worked in a male-dominated field pretty much throughout your career. Can you talk about the importance of female mentorship, especially in a male-dominated field?
I know it's so important, and I do want to stress that now more than ever. I wasn't as lucky as the women today to have as many women mentors. I can say that in high school, I had all women math teachers who encouraged me. But as I moved into business, it turned out that there weren't as many women there. So what I'm doing now with the organizations that I work with and on my own personally is making sure that there's mentors available, whether it's individual mentoring circles, and because it is quite important in advancing careers in any field, but especially in the STEM-related areas.
And how important do you think it is to continue to inspire and empower women to go into the field of STEM?
Well, we need the brightest minds at the table if we're going to solve some of the most difficult problems that the world's ever faced. So we need women. That makes up at least 50% of the population. So it is very important, and it's important to have that perspective, and it's important to embrace that equity and bring it into the any space that you're in, any boardroom, classroom. So it is quite important that we speak to young women. I'm talking about 5th, 6th, 7th grade, even. I heard the other day that it's 5th grade, and it was with myself. It was 5th grade when I scored 10th grade in a standardized test that I knew that I was meant to be there. So we need to make sure that we're getting the message out early and then sustaining the individuals as they move throughout their education and the career.
When you think back throughout your career, who are some of the women who inspired you?
Well, I can tell you there's so many of them, but I will name a few. I just saw her yesterday. It's Linda Hassenfrass. She's been one of my mentors. She is the president now of Linamar, and it was her family's company, but she started from the grassroots and built this billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar company. And she inspires me because she is so pro-women, pro-equity, but also she's been there through her education, and she also backs it up with different programs that she personally and her company supports. So she is one that inspires me. There's many others, but I wanted to name a few. Melissa Durrell here in Waterloo, she inspires me that she has almost all women personnel in her company. And I like to see that. I don't think we should exclude men, but putting a focus on women and making sure that it is an effort. We're making an effort to make sure that women are included in any space that we go into.
Sherry, how are you marking this International Women's Day?
I am a part of a group called Women in Communications and Technology, Waterloo chapter, and we have scheduled 7 different events across the month. We started last week. We have one today at 2:30. You can find out more at wewdc.com.
Okay, and quickly before we let you go, your final piece of advice for female entrepreneurs.
Ask for help. Continuously ask. People want to help. You'll find the right help, but don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay, Sherry, fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Sherry Shannon-Vanstone is the president and founder of Profound Impact Corporation. Thanks again, and happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Leighanne. Happy International Women's Day to everyone.